Women hate themselves so much. They disrespect themselves so much. You cannot convince me at this point that you guys have an ounce of self-esteem. Not at all. Because you're telling me that you're risking your life, your body, your health with all sorts of diseases and STDs and STIs and HIV and HPV and the risk of cancer and the risk of being unalived and graved for some dick. A limpass micro dick. A dick that I might add is not going to give you any sort of orgasm whatsoever. Because historically, men have proven to us that they have zero concern for our wishes and our wants. They do not know the anatomy of women. They do not know how to work with it. In fact, scratch that. They do know, but they do not care at all. They do not care to learn. They do not care to perform well because they don't have any respect for you. They don't care if your desires are being taken care of or not. For centuries, we've been telling them to go in gentle circular motions, and they still do this. Even if he is some sort of sex god, which he never is, are you really willing to risk that? It's like playing Russian roulette with your own life. You will never catch a man facing these kinds of risks and still choosing to have any sort of physical contact with a woman. Ever. They would shoot you before you even get to 10 centimeters of them to put a finger on them. The fact that they're doing it willy-nilly is because they do not face these kinds of risks. But you're willing to risk your own life for, oh, what about our physical needs, our sexual desires? What about it? What about having respect for the life that's been given you, for this body that you're using as a vessel to go through life? What about that? What about the will not to be unalived and raped? What about the will not to end up with a lifelong disease? What about those? And before you come here and tell me, oh, there's risk with everything, with driving, with going on the street. Yes, there's this thing called statistics as well. Statistics shows that not only women are not satisfied with men and their performances, but also the risk of having any physical contact with a man is like 100 to 1. And you're still choosing to do that because it's not a physical need, it's validation. Rest assured. Once the validation goes away, validation from your opposite gender, the physical needs goes down to 20%. Goes down to 0 actually when you have self-awareness. And you're acting like we're some sort of machines here with no needs whatsoever. No, we do have needs. Some of us more than you guys. But we choose to respect ourselves. We have awareness. We are aware of the risks that comes with it. Go buy a personality. Go get some hobbies. And get yourself some self-respect. Because you guys seem to be lacking in all of those.